everyone. I'm Sharon Hizbani, and I'd like to say a few words about the Yesod Leadership Development Program. Yesod is the Hebrew word for basis or foundation, which is a fitting name, as the goal of this program is to help our local lay leaders and those interested in becoming lay leaders build and develop their personal and organizational leadership through a Jewish perspective. Yesod was developed in 2013 and 14 by the Melton School with a curriculum written by Dr. Erica Brown. It was initially piloted in 5 communities, then opened up to all federations nationally. It was Judy Alperin, our esteemed leader, who in the fall of 2016 asked me to help bring this program to our Jewish Federation here in New Haven. Because of our generous sponsor, Andy Eder, and the Eder Leadership Institute, along with the Jewish Foundations of North America and the Jewish Foundation of Greater New Haven, we were able to bring this program here. And I cannot continue without noting that there are 2 others without whom this program would neither exist nor flourish. One is the unbelievably hardworking and devoted Olga Marcus, our Yesod program coordinator. Where is she? There she is. Without Olga, we would not have been able to launch Yesod our first year or continue it the second. Thank you, Olga, for all that you have done and continue to do for our community. And so we began our second year with a new set of fellows of the Yesod Leadership Development Program on January 8th of this year. So what exactly is Yesod? It is a series of interactive classes that this year totaled 9 in all that took place at various institutions in our greater New Haven Jewish community. Classes were held at Laurelwood Camp in Madison, Temple Beth David in Cheshire, the Towers in New Haven, and several other locations. The participants came from 8 area towns and all levels of Jewish observance. They learned from texts, they learned from Sidney Perry, and from one another. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of the participants recently cited their experience. More than anything else, Yesod gave me this sense of community and the knowledge that there are others out there who want to be involved. Another states, I came from a place with a much smaller community. Yes, there are smaller communities than New Haven, where the leadership opportunities just fell into my lap. I learned that just because it hasn't fallen in my lap, it doesn't mean that there isn't a need. And a third told me that it is this program that allowed her to pursue her Jewish leadership interested in a special and unique way. Because besides the 9 classes, we also this year had a Saturday night social where we invited both this year's fellows and last year's fellows. At that social, she met 3 fellows from last year, and after talking with them for a while, they realized they all noted the same need. That when they were new to this community, they didn't quite know what was available, who was there, how to get around, where the opportunities were both for social activities and volunteering. So they decided to create a website called JClick, soon to be up, where those who are new to the community would find information about the community. It would be a platform for those newcomers. And then the third, finally, all that I spoke with echoed the words of a fellow who said to me, she is amazing. She's truly inspirational. Looking at you, Sydney. That last remark, of course, was about our very own Sidney Perry, leader, educator, role model, and so much more, who served as facilitator for this course. But beyond the love of Sydney, it seems the class started as 17 very different people, but ended up as friends. And they're excited to get out of their separate communities and to work not just within, but across institutions. They are reinvigorated, motivated, and excited to be further involved in our local Jewish community. Thank you, Judy, Sydney, and Olga for making this happen. It has been an honor and a privilege to be a part of this. And now a few words from Sharon Student, one of this year's graduating fellows. Oh, after the procession. And soon we will have a few words from Sharon Student, but first we will have the procession of this year's graduates. Carolyn Levy. Where's Carolyn? She's not here. Chava Light. We made it. Marisol Sanchez Moise. Matthew Amber. Melanie Sarah Rausch. Joanna Romberg is not here. Christian is also not here tonight. Andrea Jacobs is also not here tonight. Sharon is here tonight. Sharon Student. Jamie Zuko. And I don't know why your name's on here. Robin Levine Ritterman.
Thank you for having us. I'm happy to represent my Yesod cohort here tonight. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank a few people involved in the Yesod program. Sharon's up here, if Olga and Sydney wouldn't mind joining us. Sharon Hasbani, the Young Leadership Program Chair, your work and vision have helped make this program a reality for us. We have a little something for you that symbolizes the bright energy that Yesod brings to our community. Olga Marcus, the program coordinator, who made sure that all of our sessions went off without a hitch. And Sydney Perry, of course, our program facilitator, whose many years of community involvement and her role as an esteemed educator have made her an excellent teacher and mentor to us. Olga and Sydney, you're receiving a decorative Shabbat matchbox symbolizing the spark and lit within each one of us. This past winter and spring to participate in the Yesod program. Over the course of 10 sessions, we explored the curriculum that incorporated Jewish texts, business skills, and leadership theory. We also took our meetings on the road and saw firsthand the role of leadership at many of the Jewish organizations in our community, a few including Ezra Academy, Jewish Family Services, and Camp Laurelwood, just to name a few. And as current and future lay leaders, our eyes were open to a variety of needs that our community has. I'll pivot for just a second to the idea of tikkun olam, the phrase in Hebrew that means repairing the world. In modern Jewish circles, tikkun olam has become synonymous with the notion of social action and social justice, but it really is not only that. Increasing the well-being of our community is a key element of repairing the world. Our world, and specifically our local community, depends on people being active and involved. Volunteerism, both in a leadership capacity and not, allows us to better our community and engage in tikkun olam. The Yesod program that we just participated in builds a pipeline of volunteer leadership and equips us, the participants, with skills and knowledge needed to lead effectively, to manage change, and inspire others. As we end the Yesod program with new tools and knowledge that will enable us to be active at our synagogues, schools, and community organizations, we are a group that started as individuals, but now a connected unit. We are friends that can work together and tackle new projects with many resources that we can tap into along the way. In fact, there are already projects and initiatives underway that started during the program. One that Sharon described, JCLIC, which I think will be a great success. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone involved in Yesod for making it such a successful program and enriching experience. I think I speak for all of us in saying that this is not at all the end, but just the beginning of many meaningful opportunities and experiences that we will have ahead of us.
The Yesod Graduates of 2018. Emily Hackle. one more thing, for one more, so one more very, very esteemed, respected, wonderful